Where's the camera? Oh, there's a camera.
Hey, hello.
We moved the camera. I couldn't even find it. That's pretty embarrassing. What's up, everybody? This is PSVR GAMESCAST Live, where we film live and bring it to you live on YouTube every Tuesday afternoon at noon Eastern Standard Time. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Yay!
He didn't tell me he was going to do that.
I've been waiting to do that for like 2 hours.
I don't. What is it?
It's a very cheap knockoff of a dragon streamer. So we're just gonna keep that there.
That is so pretty.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, I won't. I just want to decorate the whole place with it. That's phenomenal.
So we have to start off by thanking Mako XL for a $12.99 Canadian donation. That is amazing.
Are you paying me back for VR Apocalypse?
Oh no!
What is $12.99
oh, no.
specifically?
So apparently, this is conductive enough to make your little trackpad go nuts.
Oh, for real?
Whoa! It just opened Filex. Wow. That's awesome.
Oh no! You're deleting the stream.
No.
Thank
God, no, we did not run the stream off of this computer. All right.
No, I can barely run the chat on that computer. Des,
yes.
Tell me about your New Year.
My New Year is it was actually really weird. This is the first time in like 10 years I have not worked New Year's.
Oh, you didn't work either?
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Either through I
heard a rumor that you weren't working, but I didn't know for sure.
No, either through doing a gig or working at a restaurant. I've always had something to do on New Year's, and this is the first time in like forever. I don't know why. And I'm going to interrupt my chat with iSubdivider DKK on 100. DKK, is that the Kroners, right?
We've been to this before.
Dutch Kroners, yeah. And Happy New Year, everyone, and meow, obviously. Oh, I didn't read the other guy's comment, did I? Oh my gosh.
You're slacking, man.
I'm a failure as a human. I was so distracted by shinies.
Mako XL, what did he write, man? What did he write? He wrote Happy New Year.
He wrote Happy New Year.
With an adorable little kitty cat.
Aww. All right.
Where this is like, you didn't work last night, and I didn't work last night, and man, I feel like I'm hungover, even though I don't drink anymore.
I did drive by the restaurant though, and they were slamming.
Oh, I bet.
They were pretty busy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, good. I got to celebrate with my family. Bad, it didn't get to make the bank. So
did you make it to midnight? Are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I made it to midnight. Youngest Des kind of was cracked on the couch. Daughter Des was fine, and Amanda was like in and out the whole time. She would wake up and like, stay awake. I'm like, no, I'm awake. I'm good.
I don't know what to say. Like what happened last night? I was taking a nap because I'm old, and I had to get up. I had to make a thumbnail for our midnight show.
Oh right.
And because there was nothing prepared, and so I was like, okay, I'll just get up at like 9 p.m. I think I slept from like 7 to 9, and somehow I think I hit snooze from like 9 p.m. to like 11:55, and I was like, oh crap, I got to get up and make a thumbnail for the thing that's going live in 5 minutes. I didn't succeed. It took me till like 12:30 to get the thing out that I wanted. It doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much for checking out our midnight show and for celebrating New Year's with us. There were a ton of people that watched it.
And a ton of people who saw what happened at 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
Everybody was like, "What is going on?" And then every single person left the exact same comment with the exact same time code.
Right.
It's one of these things where I spend 80 hours a week doing this channel, and sometimes I just have to trust that Premiere is doing. I don't have time to watch the show before I upload it. I have to trust that Premiere is exporting properly. Yeah. And luckily I know what happened. So hopefully that won't happen again. But yeah, if anybody is epileptic in our audience, just keep it in mind.
We're sorry. It was not intentional.
Obviously not. We would never want people to see what this place looks like without the green screen.
We're getting Happy New Year's from Nova Scotia. We're getting Happy New Year's from Australia.
Oh, hey. Is Seraphim in the chat? No.
No. This was Gavin Davies. Good day, dudes from Australia.
Good day, mate.
He got his
is that Australia?
Good day. Yeah.
Good day.
About 3 months ago, and always looked at your show before getting a game. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're thrilled, man. This holiday season has been insane. It's a little, I gotta say, it's a little overwhelming.
It is.
To see all the new subscribers and seriously.
Well, that was.
I can't even take you seriously.
It was all stored in that cup there.
Yeah.
And that was the way it felt was like right in the middle of my back, so I couldn't lean back. But I'm good now. Hi.
It's ridiculous. I still can't take you seriously with streamers all over you.
And no one should.
All right, good. Happy New Year from Germany.
And Ireland.
And
London.
Where?
See, this is the cool part about doing a live stream at midnight. I mean, at noon, US. Like, we get all these comments from all over the world.
Yeah.
Instead of just, hey, from Delaware. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with Delaware, but
Hey, is there not?
I don't know.
Hey, Zoom Music. He says, "Will there be a video from that midnight live show?" There wasn't. It wasn't a live show.
No, it wasn't live.
We did it beforehand. Edited it beforehand. Uploaded it and scheduled it for midnight because we both assumed we were going to be working.
Yes.
And so we're like, well, we're not going to be around to do like a live show. But so luckily too, because that's better than anything we could have done live.
Yeah, I think it went really well.
Yeah.
And McCarnus, thank you. Congrats on 30K. Thank you so much. And
thank you.
Not just that. Congrats on what 30.
It should be 30, probably 31K before the end of the day.
This is crazy. Yeah.
Like I said, it's a little scary. Another donation from Mako XL. What's going on
Happy
here, dude?
New Year. Again, this is fantastic.
Thank you again, Mako. I still will not take your cat.
Chicago. Happy New Year from Chicago. Thank you, Hack BMX.
Oh, man. Another place from the home of Dr. Doom.
Oh, yeah. Who is apparently in New Jersey now.
Whoa. Marvelous MYC with the, what is NT?
NT, that is Taiwan. So
he says he says Happy New Year from Taipei, Taiwan. Thank you so much, Marvelous MYC.
I should just have the currency converter up.
Yeah,
really.
all the time, and it may be on that computer.
Yep. I would crash it, you know that.
I do apologize from Brazil. Bruno, what's up, dude? We want to say thank you to everyone who wished us Happy New Year. I didn't respond to everyone's comment. I try to respond as much as I can to all the comments on all the videos, but it's getting a little overwhelming, to be honest with you.
$5 US.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
So I greatly appreciate it. I may be able to buy pizza tonight.
Yay!
It's a little overwhelming, and when every single person's writing, Happy New Year, thank you, love your channel, that kind of stuff, all the stuff we absolutely appreciate, it just seems so disingenuous, or for me to type thank you, for watching the channel, blah, 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 over and over and over, copy and paste. We want to let you all know that despite the influx of new subscribers, that like every single one of you is appreciated.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a weird situation to be in, to be like overwhelmed by support, but it's a good feeling too. So
absolutely,
yeah. It's I was talking to Mrs. Des the other day, and I was like, when I started this with Brian, I was like, oh, this will be a fun thing to do. I get to hang out with my friend Brian and talk about games, which is what we do anyways when we're at work, and now other people get involved, and now it's like, oh, it's a thing. This is like a real thing now, and I'm just completely blown away. So
Adel's asking if there's any news about Golem. Yes. The same thing we told you 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
something like that. I think when a company like, is it Highwire or Tripwire? Tripwire makes Killing Floor.
Yeah, Highwire.
Highwire makes Golem. I think when Highwire said when they said, I think when a company like that has to come out every so often and say we're delaying the game again, you just kind of don't hear from them for months and months until like they have something else to report. So don't expect another update. It's still coming. Which is fantastic news, considering it's the PlayStation VR game that's been in development the longest.
Yeah.
That and like Futuridium VR were like both games that were announced well before PSVR came out. So we'll see what happens.
Well, that's very sweet, Wendy. So Wendy Deruska, you guys are getting bigger, and as your fans, we know you love us. Oh, it's fabulous seeing your channel grow. I wish you continued success. Thank you.
Can someone go check on Mako XL and make sure he's like at home and safe, and that he's not in like some mental institution banging his head against the wall, like repeatedly giving us donations?
I mean, we God knows we appreciate it, but
thank you very much, Mako.
Thank you.
Dude bought a house.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have money to throw at us.
It was months ago, so maybe everything's worked out.
All right.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. So guys, this is. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I feel like I'm hungover today. I'm constantly doing stuff for the channel. I'm trying to take naps here and there whenever possible.
From Big Stack D Casting, Australian $7.99. Hey guys, keep up the great content.
Big Stack D is
Big Stack D.
Like when we talk about OG Game Cats.
Yeah,
like that was like a very early viewer takeover introduction.
Yep.
Gotta love these guys.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. I've been doing so much for the channel, and like it's been nonstop editing, and I haven't really had time to get a good night of sleep. That like the last thing.
Okay.
Mrs. Dez is in the chat,
and she changed her name to Mrs. Dez.
I love it. Well, we got Mrs. G,
and that's not Little Blinn. That is Mrs. Dez's icon too. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Love you.
But because I mean, there is Mrs. GT out there, Mrs. Gamertag. So it's good to see that some of us have Mrs. as well. We're not all alone in this world after all.
No,
I am. But
as much as we try to be, by isolating ourselves in that headset.
Yeah, I try and succeed. Unlike everyone else. Jeremy's in a relationship with kids. You've got a wife with kids.
Yep.
Michelle, kid and husband. My pen just fell apart.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's okay. We always have backups. All right. We did not prepare at all for the show. There's going to be a lot of us reading comments.
Yes,
and
that's good.
Stuff. But there's also also a few things that we want to talk about as well.
All right, so this is just getting a lot of love. Thank you so much. And I honestly, I really want to... Okay, all right, you know what? I guess I'm done talking.
I found another pen. It was behind my ear.
You just, honestly, on a personal note, like all of you who are so super supportive of Mrs. Des on the video, that was awesome. She was really nervous about even having the small appearance she had, so it means a lot to both of us that you guys were just the best community on the internet, period. So.
It is so awesome. That is still Richie's playing experience. Mm-hmm. Despite what we might think of the game itself, that is still my favorite review we've ever done.
Oh, cool.
Because of her inclusion, and I don't know, like I smile every time I watch it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Thank you very much, Mrs. Des, for participating in that.
I wish I could give you money, but I'm 11.
See, this is interesting. Thank you, Caps.
We appreciate the thought.
So we absolutely do.
Your subscriptions are absolutely accepted, warranted, wanted.
There's. Once upon a time when PSVR first came out, the only people that watched our channel were like 30 or 40 plus because it was so expensive.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing the audience expand. We're seeing like people like Eurolady Gaming and Caps 115, and I'm assuming like I shouldn't assume people's ages because I'm always surprised.
Oh yeah.
But like we've been seeing a lot more younger audience. That being said, we swear a lot. We say some really inappropriate things.
Yes.
There are always sirens because we film in the middle of the ghetto. We play rock, paper, scissors, slap.
Wow.
All right. Oh. Every time there's a siren, we have to play rock, paper, scissors, slap. I got you good, huh?
No, that's fine.
That knock a filling out?
Gamertag VR, $1.99 or so, £2, coffee fund, and new pen.
Yeah, I mean, totally necessary.
You haven't seen coffee prices in the U.S., have you?
Right, maybe he's talking about brewing it at home.
Yeah. Are you looking for more money about opening your jacket? What channel is this? No, it's just really hot in here. So
that's awesome.
And $2 from Jeppy Condoyle on behalf of Caps 115.
That is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Yes. All right. So you know what? This is what you
thank you, Jeppy Condyle. And thank you, Caps 115 for by proxy. Mako XL says $2 donation. I decided to keep my cat. And then Joystick Guru says Happy New Year with lots of explosions, festivities, and
so apparently this is a very generous New Year, and it's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're going to say it constantly. We really appreciate all of you guys.
So we've addressed this before, but you know what? Since we have a lot of new viewers today, apparently, why is VR not allowed for kids? My son is 9 and he loves Beat Saber.
Rambo 6006, or do you think we have to say 6006?
I don't know. 6006 rolls a little better.
I like the sound of it. Yeah.
But we're going to go with, so right now there is not any conclusive research on whether it's harmful or not harmful. Which is a question. There is reason to believe that maybe neurologically something bad could happen. Yep. Because you're basically forcing the eye to focus on something here, but telling the brain that's very far away there. So that is definitely something to be curious about, if not concerned about, especially for people, your visual systems are still developing well into your teen years, actually. So right now, there's no research that says it's harmful, but there's no research that says it's not. And so all the manufacturers, I think, are wisely, covering their butts a little bit and saying no one under, whatever age. It varies for the different manufacturers. So our stance on this has been, we can't tell you what to do.
We don't even want to tell you what to do.
No. And it's not our place to tell you what to do. For me and my family, I've kind of stuck to those. I do let them play every once in a while. But yeah, for me, until there is a concrete answer, yay or nay, I'm gonna tap on the brakes a little bit. But
yeah, I've got nieces and nephews. They're too young, quote unquote, to play. I think as long as like my brother was cool with them checking it out, I'd be like, okay, check it out for 5, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. And then when you're old enough, you can spend more time in it. But that's all on him. That's all on me. Everyone's going to do what they think is right. It's like, people, we still don't know conclusively whether violence in video games causes violent kids.
Oh, you're going to open that up right now?
Nope, I'm not. Okay. I'm saying that it doesn't matter what we believe. It all comes down to the parents.
I think if I heard you correctly, what you said was if violence in video games causes kids. And then I interrupted you. So
kids. Yes. I know I get like pretty worked up with violent video games. I go create kids all the time. Grand Theft Auto, 3 more kids.
Nine Lives the Game Cat actually hits upon something I think we mentioned before. My mom stole my VR because of Beat Saber. I think VR could be like the Wii Bowling of... Beat Saber could be like the Wii Bowling of PSVR.
Or Tetris Effect.
Or that too. Yeah. All right, well, that just killed that conversation dead.
I think, no, you're absolutely right. Beat Saber, Tetris Effect, and I think there's probably a couple other games.
Richie's Blank Experience, of course.
No. Those two seem to be the ones, though, like that, like almost, that people who weren't interested in VR before suddenly are.
Yeah, well, because you can hand Beat Saber to someone who's never played a game before and say, see the colored thing, smash the colored thing with the colored thing, go. And out of context, that sounds awful. All right.
I don't know. I'm surprised there's not like more animated GIFs out there of us saying awful things.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not memed more.
I think we're going to be getting there soon.
Probably.
What is your favorite VR game?
Oh, no. I mean, it's my favorite VR game.
That's from Bluestone 19.
Hey, Bluestone 19. My favorite VR game is the same as my favorite game of all time, and that is Resident Evil 7. But Resident Evil 7 on a flat screen in non-VR kind of bores me.
Yeah.
And I was actually shocked to find that out after spending 5 or 6 hours. Thank you very much, Secrets of. Wait a minute, Secrets of. I recognize that face. That's not. You changed your screen name.
Happy New Year, guys. Is what the person said.
He certainly did.
Okay.
We know who you are. You can't hide behind your new screen name. Resident Evil 7, like after spending like 5 or 6 hours with that game in VR, I was like, okay, this game is scaring the crap out of me. I need to take off my headset and see what's next. So, and I took off my headset and I started walking forward in the game, like in non-VR mode.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is kind of boring.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, like that was the moment I was like, well, this changes everything. That where my favorite game of all time is only my favorite game of all time in VR.
Yeah. Yeah.
VR makes everything better.
And there's someone in the there's an awesome kind of sub conversation going on recommending what games to start off with, and Joystick Guru mentions one that even I feel bad for forgetting a lot of times, Polybius. Yeah, Polybius is just breathtakingly amazing and overwhelming, and Wipeout as well.
Although if our green screen snafu on last night's video caused you any epileptic harm, then stay far away from Polybius, because that is, intense. Right. Also, I just noticed you can see my knees on camera, and so you can actually see that I'm wearing shorts because you can see my bare legs.
They are shorts, Matt Cat. They are shorts.
Yeah. No, I am wearing shorts and underwear today, which is.
Daniel French, should I put my friend on Eagle Flight when he has not been on VR before? I would say unless you are 100% certain he's not going to get motion sick, I would stay away from that. Because even though now I can play it pretty well, when I first tried it, when I was first having my issues, it wasn't a great feeling. My go-to beginner game is Static. Job Simulator, I'll still throw that in there. Beat Saber now. Games where basically your point of view is static. I think you're going to have better. And then try Eagle Flight and things like that, seeing how they get used to that. And Madman, hey, Happy New Year, Madman. £5 from you. Happy New Year, guys. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for all your donations, dude. You guys are keeping this channel afloat. I don't think anyone understands that this channel, despite the Patreon support, despite some YouTube ad revenue, I used to make more money waiting tables.
Yeah.
And I still go to work at least once, sometimes twice a week to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, in 2019, dude, I'm so excited about 2019. I just want to put this out there. This whole PSVR Gamescast Live is just about us talking, so I don't mind kind of doing that.
I think it's a good way to get the year started off.
Yeah, we have so much planned for this year. New shows, not weekly shows, but new events. We also have, if everyone's familiar with a loyal viewer, Grim Catnip, the Game Cat, and he is taking the reins on community events. Do you want to take care of these tips?
So Gabriel 004, the Game Cat, $4.99 US. Another Game Cat tip. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Gabriel.
And Mako XL, $5 Canadian for more skin on the channel.
I mean, him and Metcat having secret discussions.
No,
I don't know what's going on.
This is as much as Des strips down.
Michelle's not on the channel anymore, right?
Right.
She's not. Here.
I think yeah.
Right. So Grim Catnip, the Game Cat, he's taken the lead on Without Parole community events, and there's been an entire season of what he's called the Catnip Games. where different game cats or people who watch the channel
Yeah.
go in, compete,
Right.
play different games, and this happens once a month, and then there's community events that happen every week. That's not that, and so this has all been happening sort of under the radar.
Yeah.
And we have not been very good about telling you guys about these community events that are basically being put on under the Without Parole name, or without the under parole, the Without Parole umbrella.
Under parole.
So he just sent me a text and he said, "Quick catnip update: community event Eve Valkyrie, Warzone,
Ooh.
tomorrow." So that's Wednesday.
That would be Wednesday.
7 p.m. Central, and then coming soon, community event Starblood Arena next week. And then he writes, then the Catnip Games tournament is on the 13th
Okay.
at 6 p.m. Central. I have to go back because I totally forgot what game that was for. I got nothing.
We got $9.99 from Drizzle. Hashtag pizza for Brian.
Hey, pizza for Brian. All right, man. I love you, Drizzle. 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 You know what I love is I've never seen. I feel like I haven't seen Drizzle's names before.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So thank you very much. There's a lot of new people hanging out with us.
Hypnotoad. Anything by Jeff Minter will mess with your mind. Yes, Hypnotoad. And I think Polybius is kind of the pinnacle of everything he's been working for in his career.
Yeah, and there was a report recently that it's actually profitable now. There was for a while they were saying that he didn't make any money off Polybius, and I guess it's actually profitable now.
Yeah,
so it's very, very good to see.
Imhotep 397. Michelle was on the Christmas special. She's not gone. She just has a whole lot of stuff that's not us involved in her life now. She's got the baby. She's got going back to school and work and all that, and something had to give. And hey, we totally understand that it was us.
Yeah, the issue really is that there's. Okay.
He's in Jeff Minter is in Bandersnatch. Now I actually have to watch this. Andrew Nabil just gave $2 donation. This is my best channel to watch. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well.
Yes, thank you very, very much, Andrew.
This is nuts.
It's nuts, yeah.
This is.
I feel like we haven't even gotten the show started because all we're doing is reading tips.
And that's not a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing. We're in the middle of this lull where the PlayStation Store doesn't really update, and so there's always this 2 or 3 week period where there's no new games, and so we're like, well, do we even do a live show?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? And this is working out pretty well actually, financially if nothing else.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, we want to, Des and I always like to hang out and get caught up on video game talk and stuff. So we obviously want to include you in that. I do want to check out the store real quick here,
just in case.
And see if there are any updates in terms of sales.
So while you're doing that, Madman in Black says, "So glad I watched the Why We Love on Tetris." I was terrified about that. I did not have the warm, shiny feelings that everyone else seems to have about it, but Brian included. So, but I got to say, again, more proof that this is the best community ever. I was not, run out of town on a rail. No one was asking for my head. No one asked me to leave the channel. It was just like, yeah, sorry you disagreed, Ez. We liked it. And I should clarify, I mean, I don't know if I made it clear. I can understand why people who like the game like the game. If you're into the Res, the Luminas, that sort of thing, then yes, this is going to be the best version of, one of the best versions of Tetris for you. But I've discovered that I don't particularly like that. So for me, it took Tetris and made it a little bit worse. But if you like those things, it's going to take Tetris and make it better for you. So that's, yeah.
We're talking about memes and animated GIFs and stuff.
Oh, it's Rush VR on the Catnip Games. Still have 2
Rush,
spots open.
thank you very much. That's not ringing a bell at all. This I shouldn't be in charge of anything, right? But what we did want to say is that we want to make a more concerted effort to showcase the Catnip Games on the channel itself. Obviously, I think God Cannon and Grim Catnip are both running it on their channels, but we want to make sure that you can find it here on the Without Parole page as well.
And Hobbit, yes, you did add me on PSN. My gamer tag name is Desert the Strange. So just Desert the Strange, no spaces, no underscores, just one big.
No space in between. Come on, let's jam.
Yeah. And then Mako XL, $1.11 Canadian. Are you just rolling dice and just okay, I'm going to give $2.13 Canadian?
I think, yeah.
Please do. I'll get you a 100-sided die though.
Thank you very much, Mako. Your generosity does not go unappreciated.
I like that gamer tag.
What's up?
Tetris does really seem to be the Marmite game on PSVR.
The what game?
Marmite. It's a condiment spread that you either absolutely love or absolutely despise and want to die in a fire.
Yeah, there's not a yeah. Is it here or is that just like a UK thing?
Marmite. So Marmite is UK. Vegemite is Australia, right? Someone can. Back
I
me up
think
on
you're
that.
right.
Yeah.
And what's it here?
We don't have it here because
it's awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I can tell you about Marmite is I did have I worked in the kitchen once where my boss was British and he had a little glass jar of it.
Okay.
And someone knocked it off the table. The glass jar shattered, but Marmite is so thick and viscous it stayed in the jar shape. So, and this wasn't like special safety glass. It wasn't wrapped in plastic. It was just, intense.
Yeah, I'm going through the PlayStation Store sales, and there's nothing here that's on sale is new. These are the same sales that have been running for like the last week or two.
Okay.
So we've gone through each and every single game that's been on sale on other episodes. So I don't want to bore anyone who watches this every week.
I'll throw in just in time though. Pick up just in time.
I think it's like $5.
Yeah, it's crazy. Great Tantrum, $5 donation. You're one of the best YouTube VR channels out there. Thank you for some of the best content.
Wow.
You're very, very welcome.
Thank you. The positivity in our community is unbelievable.
And Crazero even threw in some positivity for Marmite. So.
Oh, okay.
Marmite, my favorite.
Okay, I'm judging Marmite. I've never even tried it. I usually like things that no one else does. So
do you like salty?
Yeah.
Do you like burn your face off salty? Yeah, it's very. All right, sorry, that was real world interrupted for a moment.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just salty and thick apparently.
Yeah, and very mealy, savory. But like I like savory kind of flavors, but this is savory.
Can we? We got to talk to what's up.
Calvin Smith,
Hey,
$4.99. Thank you so much, Calvin Smith, for your donation. Great content. Thank you both for your time and effort in making these videos.
Thank you, Calvin.
You're very welcome.
We appreciate your support. I want to really get it.
So sorry, Drizzle is updated. Been following the channel for a few months now, but quietly. Well, thank you. And hey, toast to all of our lurkers. We love, even though we don't know your names yet, we love you too.
It's amazing how many lurkers became commenters on the new top 20 list.
Oh, really? Okay.
like, where's this game?
Yeah.
Wait, where's this game? And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, where is Killing Floor Incursion? It's like number 29 or 31.
Yeah, that's actually hasn't made it on my list of things to play yet. So,
yeah, and I love zombie games and I love scary games. So that should have been on my top 20.
Yeah.
But it's just I can't look at our top 20 list and go, well, one of these games has to go because that game should be included. You know, we're in such an awesome place right now where there's so many good games. I can't even.
Yeah, the top 20 list is so difficult because there are so many games. You're like, and it's not even like, this should be in the top 20. It's like, which one's going to be 6 and which one's going to be 7.
Yeah.
Like it takes, we put too much time really into thinking like, we got to get this one in here. And yeah,
I got to contact Grim Catnip, man, and be like, hey, let's get everyone to download Smashbox Arena for $2.50.
And just do one battle royale.
Let's just play all day, man, because Smashbox Arena was so much fun back in the Dodgeball Guns.
Dodgeball Guns.
How could you not like Dodgeball Guns?
If they just named it that instead, I think that would have changed everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Dodgeball Guns? What the heck is Smashbox Arena?
Right. Yeah, it sounds like boxing.
Especially when Starblood Arena came out just a couple months before.
Yeah.
Starblood Arena, Smashbox
So new
Arena.
update, Archaeact. Yeah, I'm sure you're not onto bigger and better things right now, but go back, change it to Dodgeball Guns.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
What do you think they need to do to give new life to Smashbox Arena?
You know, and this is bad speaking as someone who really, I'm not you have to have smooth turning and free motion on games, you know, because most games I need teleport anyways.
Yeah.
Teleport really kind of puts a halt on the combat. It makes it, the fact that everyone's teleporting makes it a little more fair, but it does make it very kind of staggered where you port into one place and hope to get some good shots and port somewhere else.
See, for me, this is the only game on the face of the planet that I'm like, holy crap, like teleportation actually works in this game.
Mako XL, another $2 donation. Please shout out GC.
Like God Cannon GC? GC,
I guess.
Generally. Shout out to GC.
GC?
I don't know if that's supposed to be shout out to God Cannon.
Hey, GC, we're giving you a shout out.
Yeah, definitely.
Or it. Or that.
Yeah. All right. Do a stream.
I did make a promise about an embarrassing story I was going to tell.
Oh, by all means.
Yeah, although I made that promise on the episode that's going to air tomorrow. So on Viewer Takeover, the subject of my name and how many letters it has came up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Thanks, Ezra, the game
yes,
cat. It's all you.
so my middle name is Desra is actually my middle name. It's what I go by. Dezrah.
Wow. You telling people stuff?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this much. So that is my middle name. And when it came time to get our class rings in high school, I had my thing filled out, and my dad looked at I was in line to drop off the form with my dad, and he looked at the thing. He's like, "Oh, you spelled your name wrong." Like, what do you mean you spelled your name wrong? How can I spell my name wrong? It's my name. It's like, yeah, Desra has an H at the end. For I don't know, as long as I was able to write, I was spelling my name Dezra.
Did you check this on your birth certificate?
Yeah, no,
it's legit.
If anyone in the world is going to know how to spell my name, it's probably the person who named me. And so from then on, it was like, oh, I've been spelling my own name incorrectly pretty much as long as I could write.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, so people. That's basically it. That's my embarrassing story. And I found out with my dad in line, I came this close to getting my senior class ring etched with my name spelled incorrectly.
But how you'd been spelling it your whole life?
Right, yeah.
Crazy. Shout out to PSVR Underground, aka God Cannon, who's now responding.
Mako's a peach.
I'm
liking any kind of fight between our audience that involves giving us donations for every.
It's
step
very
of the battle.
strange. Things are very strange. So there's been a little story happening in the background here.
Yes.
It's been happening on Twitter. It's been happening in my text messages, and it's been happening now in the comments.
Okay.
There was a GameCat meetup.
There was.
Yes. The game for the first time, as far as we know, as far as we're aware, 2 GameCats that met because of this channel met in real life last night to celebrate New Year's.
That's crazy.
And that was Mikey Sensei, GameCat extraordinaire, and Dr. Doom, aka in the comments here, BDD Games. Dr. Doom drove from, I think, Chicago to Jersey.
Yeah, that's the important part. It's like, okay, 2 guys who happen to live like near Cambridge got together and said, "Hey, I like this show too." That's very cool. And if you did that, please let us know. But I'm going to drive a quarter of the way across the country, half the way across the country, just to hang out with someone who met because of this show. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's definitely pretty crazy.
And you could have swung by Worcester on your way through. That's all I'm saying.
Drizzle has a spare code for Beat Saber at home from a third PSVR bundle that he bought. He goes, do you want to do a giveaway for it? Drizzle, I think you should give it away in the comments as soon as as soon as you're ready.
Do a trivia question.
He did say at home, so I'm assuming he's not at home.
That is a good point.
If you do want us to give it away, and you don't want to be the person to give it away, feel free to email it to me at withoutparole@gmail.com, and we'll certainly we'll certainly
Mako XL.
Yeah, I saw that too, and he derailed my thought process. Withoutparole@gmail.com, and we'll find a cool way to give it away, probably on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Are you ready for the 50K meetup? I am so ready it hurts.
It's funny because we at one point said, 30,000 subscribers, maybe we'll do a meetup. Yeah. And that was like 3 months ago we said this, and we had no idea that 30,000 was going to come so soon. 31,000 was going to follow it so closely.
He's still in Jersey.
You're still in Jersey. Yeah. I hope you slept on Mikey's couch or Mikey's bed. I don't fucking care what happened. But I do want to hear all about it, to be honest. Ooh. Yeah. I need the nitty gritty details.
They had way too much fun last night. It sounds like,
So the hangover is real. Welcome to 2019.
How are you doing?
Oh, that's adorable. Mikey and Dr. Doom are watching together in the same room.
Aww.
And commenting separately.
Oh, now everyone's begging for the code. This is dude, I want that Beat Saber code for sure from Imhotep. Cool name, by the way, Imhotep. And then never played Beat Saber from Hack BMX. Yeah, we went from 24K to 30K ridiculously fast, Jeppy.
Yeah, my YouTube analytics are constantly in my face every time I'm working on the channel. Yeah. There they are. And we, in the last 28 days, we have 4,000 subscribers. That's
nuts. So how, because I've only been watching it very closely since we hit 30,000. Yeah. Like
250 a day.
That's what I was going to say. In my head, I was saying like 200 a day, but 250 a day.
Yeah, and we don't want to sound like we're bragging, to be honest with you. Like if you watched today's Litterbox episode that I uploaded, Jeremy and I were talking, and I got a little bit candid. Yeah. And I was like, man, nothing scares me more than success. Because my entire life, I was nothing but a drunk. Yeah. And I played video games, but not in front of people. Mm-hmm. And that was what I was doing my whole life. I was waiting tables and just really, nothing in my life was like moving forward.
Yeah.
And then this happened, and unexpectedly, it happened really well.
Oh, it's moving forward.
So we just, we are very proud of where we are. But 100% candidly, I'm scared as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and sorry, I'm swearing with 11-year-olds present.
See, I will take on the other side though. Actually, I had this conversation with my daughter the other day. Every good thing I've ever done has started with like, oh, this is terrifying. Getting into, I'm a professional magician on the side, and I broke into like kind of the burlesque sort of alternative scene in the area, mostly because my sister-in-law went to a show where Nicky Lou Parole, who's kind of a sort of underground, a Worcester celebrity.
Which is funny because one of my best friends dated her in high school, so I've known her like forever.
And said, "Oh, you should have my brother-in-law come. He's a magician." Now, I came from a very closed background, let's say, and I was a performer, but I have never done anything like that.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely terrified that the audience was going to hate me. Because it's super cool, super hip. And yeah, I went out onto that stage terrified. I performed terrified. I get off the stage terrified, and then immediately everyone was like, "Oh, this is great." And I guess what I'm saying is like, yes, fear is absolutely real, but to me, if you're scared doing something, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, okay, this is I know how to do this. I'm not scared walking to the restaurant waiting tables.
No.
Because it's just like that every day. But I am.
But you were once upon a time.
Absolutely, yeah. And rightfully so.
Have I told you my story about the first day I waited tables ever?
No.
This. I'm gonna make this as brief as possible. Thank you very much, Marvelous NYC. Isn't this their second donation?
I think so.
Yeah. Thank you again. Don't be afraid. It must be your time. Thanks for all the great content.
Man, that's awesome.
Thank you very much. You guys are so generous today, and always, to be honest. Hey, Robert Sullivan, thanks for showing up. Hey. It's okay. We haven't done anything for a half an hour.
Where's Bloody Bobby? Did we miss his 5 minutes?
I wonder if he has to work today.
I don't know.
No, we'll find out. So I'm at the restaurant, right? Mm. And okay, now first of all,
now is this like I've worked in restaurants before? This is my first day serving, or I've never worked in a restaurant before?
So let me lead up to it.
Okay.
I was a busboy for like a year. This place called Logan's Steakhouse. It's only in Tennessee, or only in the South at least. I've never seen one around here. I could be wrong. And so I was a busboy for a year there, and I actually did really well because I was like the best busboy ever. But I didn't have to interact with customers, and all the servers loved me. So I'd make as much as servers, and I'd only work 3 hours a night.
Oh, okay.
It was amazing.
That was great.
And so I was like, oh, I'm good at this restaurant thing, right? And so then I went to train as a waiter, like the following year at a different restaurant, like kind of like a more upscale restaurant. For Tennessee. Yeah. And no offense to anyone in Tennessee, but
Bloody Bobby's here. Okay.
Hey, Bloody Bobby. Is this your 5 minutes, or you got to go? Do you get to take off? I don't know what's happening. So here's the thing. I was so nervous and on a lot of methamphetamines that I didn't.
Which always helps anxiety issues.
I didn't sleep for 3 days before my first day of training, right? And so the guy who was training me.
Yeah.
At one point, like I just following him around, and I looked probably totally cracked out because I was. Yeah. And so finally he was like, "All right, dude, you got to go and like take this next table. I'll watch you, make sure everything goes well." I walked up, I could barely remember my name, and I totally froze in front of 8 people, right? And I was like, "Hey, my name's Brian," and I just lost. I was like, "Oh, I don't know."
Oh no!
I don't know what to do. The script just disappeared from my head, and this guy Dustin came up and like pushed me out of the way, and he was like blah 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 blah, and he took over. Right? He put me into the back room, and he goes, "Dude, what is wrong with you?" And I was like, "Oh, dude, I haven't slept in 3 days. I've been on meth, like blah blah blah." And he goes, "Thank God, I thought you were retarded." and so that was my first day of training. Fast forward 3 or 4 days to my first day actually waiting tables. Yeah. And I've got an 8 top, of course, during lunch. Like, this fueled my hate for large parties. I've got 8 salads on a tray that I just made, right? And I'm walking to the table, and I realize that all of the plates on this massive start falling forward, and I'm like a few feet away from the table, and instead of, I don't know, dropping it or catching it or anything, I just went and propelled the entire tray full of salads and different dressings into a brick wall. And that was my first day of waiting tables, and I really thought it was going to be my last. That was the most embarrassing first week of any job I've ever had, because not only was I horrible at training, I proved myself to be also horrible at waiting tables. Oh,
that's awesome. Jeremy is in the chat and says hi. Happy 2019.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We didn't even say anything. Jeremy's not here today.
Yeah, I didn't think they noticed that.
Forgot.
And it's been described that we are still in the 8 goddamn minutes portion. Nick.
Yeah, 41 minutes in.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening today.
Yeah. So just, a little housekeeping before we start the show.
Yeah.
Make sure you head on over on your PlayStation 4 to the community tab. People still don't understand that there are communities on the PlayStation 4 itself. Like next to where it says profile, next to where it says settings, next to where it says, trophies, there's a little tab that says communities. And we have a community that you should join. And it's called PSVR Without Parole GameCats. And search for that. Join us over there. That's where the conversation happens at all times. I try to stop in like once a day. I'm not terribly good at it.
So Jeppe Condoro just gave you $2 to the best salad shot putter in the world. and Mako XL with another $5 Canadian retard fuel. So I'm assuming you're meaning to slow down the amount of fuel we're using, because otherwise that would be offensive.
Yeah, no,
Black Arrow cartoon.
We're not exactly the most politically correct podcast in the world, but I will say, I mean, I think we're both fairly liberal. We do try our hardest not to offend anybody.
But yeah, that's kind of, or is that your description of meth? Which actually probably
also very accurate. I don't 5 years sober, guys. I don't do drugs or drink anymore. So in case anyone, people thought that we really were drunk. Yep. So when we filmed our New Year's Eve episode that went live at midnight last night, Des and I were so tired.
Yes.
He had just come off a long day at work. We'd filmed like 2 other shows before that. And so we were like just staring at these bright lights for like an hour and a half. And then finally I was like, okay, now we got to do a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
And we were just like, we're giggly and stupid. And I said that we were drunk.
Right, we made a joke about that, but yeah,
we weren't really.
Honestly, yeah, Brian's 5 years sober.
5 years sober,
and actually, it said in one of my comments, in my entire life, I have drank maybe the equivalent of 10 glasses of alcohol, and only 3 of them were in the past couple of years working at the restaurant as part of my job. I think for fun, for myself, I've drank 3, maybe 4 that I can think of.
Wow. And what about Mrs. Des? Not a drinker either?
No. Although she was more than me. Like, I was completely straight up, never drank anything really until very, very recently. And she, in college, like some wine coolers here and there, but we just not a thing we do. So it was kind of funny, like, oh, you guys are so drunk. It's like, no, just tired and dumb.
Well, good for you, man. Because I mean, I think everyone should do what they enjoy doing.
Yeah.
If you like to drink, if you like to smoke pot, if you like to do drugs, whatever. I just never learned how to do any of those things in moderation, and it really kind of destroyed about 20 years of my life.
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, Ninja Baseball Batman, my favorite, like such a great screen name. Next to I Will Kick Your Ass in Firewall the Game Cat. Ninja Baseball Batman.
Oh, there it is.
It's such a good name.
Yeah.
Because people don't know about the video game called Ninja Baseball Batman.
I do not know about that.
It is not surprisingly a Batman game.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's actually officially licensed by DC from DC Comics.
No, it's not a Batman game.
Oh,
you think Ninja Baseball Batman?
Right.
You think something.
Ninja Baseball Bat, like baseball bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Great game though.
I'm a vodka guy.
Oh, I was a vodka guy. Vodka straight out of the bottle. Yeah. For sure.
I think the best has always been the Futurama gag. Doesn't alcohol make you stupid? No, I'm doesn't. Saw a great interview with Billy West. Like, in reading that line, he was like, he saw in the script, like, this is dumb. It's not going to work. It's not going to be funny. Then he actually said it out loud and, like, busted up in the recording booth. Because, like, on the page, it looks ridiculous, but actually read out loud.
Marvelous Mike.
Mike.
Sent us a little correction. Mike is pronounced Mike. I'm MYC75 on PlayStation.
So Mike 75. Thank you so much.
So here's something that Kind of Funny does, and in case you're not aware, people have accused us of like ripping off their YouTube channels, and only in the case of Kind of Funny is that accurate.
Okay, I'm getting a correction from Mrs. Des. What? I only drank 3/4 of a wine cooler on my 21st birthday. Oh, wow. Nothing since then.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah. And you're still watching, which is terrifying.
Yeah, seriously. You know what this guy does?
Well, now you do.
Yeah.
I thought Melissa had like. Anyways, doesn't matter.
So we totally rip off Kind of Funny, like at any chance we can get. Des has no idea that's what we're doing. But like that's how this channel was structured initially. Because I was a huge Podcast Beyond fan, and then when they did their own thing on YouTube, Kind of Funny, I was like, this is exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of the way this was structured. We've kind of gone off and done our own thing with breaking news reports and Let's Plays and stuff, but we definitely moved away from that. Something that they do.
Sorry, Sanford Lustig with a $10 donation. Dude, that is amazing. Thank you. Sanford. And I like the haircut.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you very much, Sanford. We absolutely appreciate you and everyone else who's been very, very generous today.
And just Jeremy is saying goodbye. Got to run. Kids and I are off to go bowling. Nice. I'm excited to see you all next week, and Happy New Year to the most incredible and amazing community in this universe. Rawr and meow. So, thank you, Jeremy. We miss you. See you next week.
So one of the things I'd like to rip off more from Kind of Funny is that they do they always give somebody's screen name. That like if somebody's looking for more friends on the PlayStation Network, we'd love to. If anybody's interested in that, like if anybody wants to make more friends that are all PSVR gamers, if you're a firewall gamer or whatever, and you want to create a crew, let us know, and especially here in the comments, and that way we can give you a shout out.
So I just want to throw this on Stanford as well. 73 and addicted to VR.
Nice.
So right now we have an 11-year-old in the chat and a 73-year-old in the chat. I freaking love this. This is awesome. Like there's so many communities that are just so insular and like, no, you're not my exact cohort, so you can't like my thing. And this is exactly what we love.
Yeah,
VR is a big tent, and you're all welcome.
I think Without Parole is like as open-minded as they come.
Yeah,
and between you and me and Jeremy and even Michelle, I mean, not a racist, prejudiced, anything bone in any of our bodies.
Well, except the Dutch.
You don't like the Dutch?
I don't know.
I mean,
I made that joke once at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And I just went on.
It didn't go well.
Well, no, it was just people took me seriously. And it's like those wooden shoe mother. And God, who was it? I don't know. Someone like, oh my God, Des. And they actually took that seriously. So no.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Madman's 45.
Madman's 45. Okay.
Madman's 45.
Great tangent. No, we're just whipping out our ages now.
Whip him out.
All right.
So yeah, we should definitely make that a weekly thing where we make
absolutely.
sure we highlight somebody's username who's looking for more friends,
or put it on the community. Because unless I'm mistaken, if you post on the PSN community, it'll be your PSN username, correct?
Hey, go join our community and take it from there. Des, let's talk a little bit about video games since that's
if we must.
We must. I think we should probably mention that I have no idea.
Oh, hey, maybe you want to check in with SmackX here. I spent years as an addict. I think it's pretty cool. You talk openly about it. It lets people who are fighting know that they can win.
Yeah, SmackX. There's got to be at some point there's going to be a Litterbox episode about all of this.
Yeah,
I think there was back in the day, and it's something I'd like to address. There's so many things in my personal life that I don't address on the channel because even despite how this podcast is going today, it's a PlayStation VR channel.
That's true.
And so we try to keep our personal lives for the most part out of the equation, and then let you in to our personal lives a bit more on the Litterbox, where people who actually want to support us, people who want to give us a few dollars, and those people are actually interested in our personal lives. So we do keep it off the channel, but I do feel a very long Litterbox coming on very soon. About all of this and about a few more things that happen in my personal life. God damn, that guy Will is so good about saying hi to everybody in the chat.
Do you have some kind of script running that pops up and puts all the names of the new chat people into an Excel sheet or something? Because you are freaking amazing. If
Hack BMX writes, LOL, chat turned into an ASL check. That's not a thing anymore, right? That's like an AOL online thing, right?
I don't know.
ASL?
AOL online.
Right?
Remember
that?
I'm back. Yep.
You go into a chat room and then you age, sex, location.
Yep.
ASL. Man, ICQ was amazing.
ICQ. Yep.
Okay.
Still. Oh gosh, what was his name? I had a friend on ICQ from Australia. MAABUS.
You should install ICQ on that computer because that's the only thing it can run.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And track him down.
No, this was before the World Wide Web. This was Pine. Remember Pine?
I don't remember Pine.
Pine was an old email program. Yeah, you actually I remember typing in my first www thing. What is this?
Before the internet was a thing, we were on our Commodore 64.
Okay.
Is that really a thing? It couldn't. There were no modems for the Commodore 64. It had to be a PC
because you had the phone thing, right? You could drop the phone right onto the.
We were using 1200 baud modems to dial up BBSs. It was the Commodore 64.
Yeah, it was Commodore 64.
Holy crap!
Absolutely.
So long ago. Yeah. But we were dialing up other phone numbers in the Worcester area and for their BBS, their bulletin board
I remember
services.
that absolutely.
This is pre-internet.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Anyway, this is so. In case anyone was curious how old I am, 39. That's
41.
How old I am. 41.
Mako XL, $2. What happened?
The chat's delayed, so who knows? Who's maybe responding to my...
ICQ. Okay.
Always forget to turn the sound off. That would wake me up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey guys, for anyone that was curious,
game stuff.
Game stuff. Remember when we heard that Kingdom Hearts was coming? The PlayStation VR, Kingdom Hearts VR experience. It's still coming. It was supposed to come out on it's supposed to come out on Christmas. You got these streamers. You're making all sorts of noise.
I'm trying to do it when the camera wasn't on us.
You can turn your mic off.
Oh, all right. Anyways, Kingdom Hearts VR.
Take care of it.
We're good.
Okay, fine. We're bickering while the camera's not on us. It's supposed to come out on Christmas in Japan.
Right.
And that came and went and didn't happen. And trust me, because on Christmas,
yes,
I was logging into my Japanese account all day.
Right.
At any given point, saying, "When is this thing going to drop? I gotta stream this as soon as possible." It's a free VR experience, but they didn't announce it for any other territory. So people were like, "Well, what is going on here?"
Yeah.
So apparently it got delayed to like the mid-January.
Of course.
It's still coming. It's still going to be free, but it was supposed to drop in 2 parts, and I think at this point you can only assume it's going to drop in 1 part now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That guy is Will. I need some Kingdom Hearts VR. I don't care if it's 10 minutes. Yeah, this is one of those, kind of like we were talking about Persona 5 earlier. It's like there is a rabid fan base that will take whatever they can get of this IP in VR. We want to give you money, Sony. We have money to give to you. Just give us the stuff we want. That's all.
Yeah. Now, I think this is Square's first dive into VR. Right?
Is it? Oh, yeah. I guess so.
No, that's not right. Because they did the Rise of the Tomb Raider little section.
Right. Wolfie Smith, the Game Cub. $2. Can't stop, but Happy New Year, everyone.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Beat me to it.
I don't know. People say that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not very cool. I have no idea what it means.
Tomb Raider thing, which that was pretty well panned too, though.
I mean, for what people were getting motion sick because it was an early thing and it was a full locomotion.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
It looks really nice, but there's just not a lot there.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like this bonus little thing, which by all means give us free bonus stuff. But I'm waiting for Square to take the full plunge into VR, and at this point we're waiting for Atlas to take the full plunge into VR.
Busted Vinyls. They sure do make decisions with their font choices. Yes, they do.
Who's that?
Square.
Yeah. Is this even the right trailer? What am I looking at?
There we go. Yep. Oh wait, we've seen this. Yeah, so we talked about this tomorrow.
We're talking about this. We're talking about this more tomorrow, but since this is a PSVR GAMESCAST.
Oh, Monster the Jeep.
What about it?
That was Square also.
Oh yeah! Holy crap!
Yep.
I totally forgot about that. We should do an episode why we love PSVR about Monster the Jeep.
We should.
Okay, what are you doing next week? Apparently that.
Not. I guess.
Yeah. Is this? This is dancing. This is the dance one. This is the dance one. Oh man, how did I?
So this is not what we're talking about tomorrow.
Let's try this again.
Although we mentioned it briefly.
How about this one? This is the one.
Hey.
Yeah. So we definitely talked a lot more about this on tomorrow's viewer takeover. But this is just because you should be interested. Atlas kind of dipped their toes into VR with the Persona dancing games with the dressing room modes.
Right.
But they are teasing something very big here.
Hey Reth, thank you. Have a good year.
Hey, take it easy, Reth. Have a good year.
I hope everyone's 2019 is off to a great start.
Is he saying goodbye?
Yes, he is. About to leave to go play an all-day D&D game with the party. Very jealous.
Wow.
I almost got a D&D starter kit for the kids this year, but yeah.
Hey, Reth, also, we were looking for some more community moderators. For people, for chat and stuff. You always seem to be around, which we really appreciate. And so when Jay Dow and I were talking about who we should ask, he was one of the first people that came up. So let me know if you're interested in that.
Would you like some more responsibility?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I thought we were doing really well with 4 moderators.
Yeah,
we're not doing that well.
No, okay.
Jay Dow is like taking is taking like the brunt of the responsibility.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Madman's there, like, but he's on UK time, and so you just don't. I think the more moderators we have, the better. So we're looking for at least a couple more moderators to be there when we do live streams, and just to kind of make sure, keep out the riffraff.
Yeah.
Saying inappropriate things during a stream.
And we've got Your Long Shadows just gave us a Norwegian kroner 20 which is actually about $2 US, so awesome, or $2.31 US. Thank you so much. Eden Tomorrow demo coming January, and it looks pretty.
Yeah, Eden Tomorrow looks awesome. That is the game we've been keeping our eye on for a while now.
And I love the use of purdy. That is some nice English.
Some nice game catness going on.
Yeah.
Eden Tomorrow. I gotta write this down, man, because we need to start taking a look at a bunch of games that are coming out very soon. And that's awesome. There's a demo coming, obviously. I think it was awesome when we got a Moss demo, when we got an Astrobot demo. These are games that a lot of people were willing to kind of skip by.
Yeah.
Especially third-person kind of platforms. Like, why do we need this in VR? But then, you check out a demo. So Eden Tomorrow already looks good, but with the demo, I think that'll solidify its success.
So, Edel Deutsch, sorry. Do you know every hour there are more than 10 Beat Saber videos uploaded to YouTube?
Wow.
I believe that, and it's terrifying. And
the people that are really good at Beat Saber are really good at Beat Saber.
So I've been. Oh, and by the way, Joe Monahan, I just beat you on Pop Stars and Hard. Yeah, took me probably an hour, but I got it. So
Pop Stars is the League of Legends one.
Yeah,
nice.
God, that song is just so caught in my head. I love playing it.
Ninja Baseball Batman's from Jamaica Plains.
What?
He's a JP dude.
What?
Yeah. Who else is from Massachusetts? We're from Massachusetts. We're from Worcester.
Next time I'm doing a show out there, I'll let you know. I haven't done a show in Cambridge in a little while, but cool. But yeah. So what I was going to say was the expert level on Pop Stars is madness. Yeah. And I was looking up because I wanted to see the actual video for the song. I was looking it up and found someone in Beat Saber playing it expert. Not only that, also just throwing in some improvised dance moves on top of that. I can't even finish it.
Yeah.
Never mind. And this person just and someone in the comments had it right. This is proof there are aliens among us, because there's just no way a human being can actually do these things. Ultimate
Pro Gamer asks, hey, PSVR, is Project Elysium a hoax? So here's the thing. It had been in development.
I think that's for the Beat Saber competition.
It had been in development for so long, and we hadn't heard anything about it. And then they weren't even announcing PSVR support when they first announced it a year ago. But then 2 weeks ago, we did on PSVR this week. We announced the Elysium Kickstarter. So I'm going right now to go check that out and see what happens.
I think I have made a mistake. Now everyone's challenging me and saying I should be on the Beat Saber. That was an error on my part. I'm not really that super competitive. He's just, his name was over mine and every.
This is looking bad. So anyone who's checking out Elysium, so this Elysium VR looks like one of the most ambitious projects ever for VR.
Sure.
Anything, because it looks similar to Meta World, which was a hoax,
right?
Or at least it went under and they just stole all your money. Project Elysium looks like it's legit. It's just, but for whatever reason, and maybe because of Meta World, they have a goal of $42,196, and there's still 20 days to go on the Kickstarter, but there's only 141 backers, and there's only $4,594 pledged. That's only 10%, and they generally say if you don't reach 50% in your first week, you're not going to make it.
That's rough.
This is bad news for Elysium. So I mean, if you're I don't know what to say. I hate telling. We always tell people to vote with their wallet.
Yeah.
And to not pre-order games unless it's a game that you absolutely want. This just makes me feel awful, because these are people that are trying to do this ambitious game and just getting no support for it.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in. I mean, they've shown some video, but it looks too ambitious. Dan Kiefer, Elysium looks too ambitious to be good, IMO. That might be a thing. This is such a new medium that it's hard to say. I don't know. But I kind of agree with what you're saying there. I do really like Kickstarter as an idea, but it is kind of, it just feels like sometimes, these people should go up to Shark Tank or something like that, with people who actually have business acumen first. I just say no, or if like a game development version of Shark Tank, like drop it in front of the heads of all these other indie titles and say, hey, this is our idea, this is what we want to do, we want to put our idea on Kickstarter, and then they can give you a thumbs up, thumbs down, or tell you what you need to do to start taking in money. The idea that like, we have a really cool idea, we're going to put that on Kickstarter and want to get $40,000 from you, that's rough.
So I'm looking at comments that are not in the chat.
Okay.
Some recent ones that have happened since we started streaming.
Yeah.
Dr. Henry Killinger.
Ooh. Hey.
Wrote on the
Venture Brothers.
He wrote on the PSVR in 2019 video that went up last night. I've watched his channel a couple of times, but the guy on the right's Venture Industry shirt just earned itself a subscriber.
Thank you.
Also,
wait to see what I have in my Magic Moto bag.
on the other side of the coin is Billy Bob on our Firewall review.
Uh-oh.
Writes, he's getting paid to say all this stuff. Only buy if you want to waste your money. So if you guys want to go into full force and go, you know what, I'm going to pin that comment.
The only people who are paying us are you folks.
You're it. So I'm pinning that comment. If anybody wants to go on the Firewall 0 hour review and tell Billy Bob that he's crazy, I'm going to pin the comment. There we go, to the top.
And like I can totally like see why someone would not like Firewall. That's
sure.
fine. But we're not getting paid.
We didn't even get a review key for this game.
That's true. We didn't. Yeah. So not only are not getting paid, they don't even know we exist.
Yeah. No, actually, it was nice because Hess Barber did comment on our review discussion.
Oh.
Remember this?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes.
Right. So
yes.
so they are aware of our presence.
Yeah.
They're just not willing to.
They just don't like us very much.
They don't want to give us free games.
Yeah.
I
would love to Shark Tank for games. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna copyright that.
What? Yeah. Isn't that what Kickstarter is?
Well, Kickstarter is the community decides where the lizard dies, but I'm talking about like pitch an idea, show like a demo reel, and have
5
like,
really rich people.
Well, no, not 5. Like 5 other indie developers, people who have like taken a game from zero to this is a thing I've sold and made money on.
I like it.
Yeah, because I don't want to. No, don't get Sony, don't get like the EA, the big guys involved, because they're going to talk about marketing, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Talk the guys who have actually taken their ideas from nothing to, like Dan from Electric Hat. Let's have him out there and just say, hey, that's a neat idea, but you need to do X, Y, and Z to make it real.
Silver Winged One says, I'm looking forward to Tokyo Chronos.
Tez only got paid by the Richie's Flank dev. Thanks, Kevgrat.
I'm also looking forward to Tokyo Chronos. I am a backer of Tokyo Chronos.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting when that game comes out because as a backer, I don't know if like I don't know. I guess as long as I tell you guys that I back the project, but I only backed it to get a physical release. So
right.
it's sort of like me buying the game just as I would for any other game. So I don't know where I lie there. Like I don't have any money to make.
Right.
From the success of Tokyo Chronos.
No, I don't think I think you're okay because, like you said, you're just buying a copy of the game.
Yeah.
Your Long Shadows brings up an interesting point, though. I mostly back board games on Kickstarter, and I've had nice experiences. Only issues delays, but I expect those. So I think that is different when you are actually paying for a physical copy of something to be made.
Yeah.
Which is like, I think ideally that's what I think Kickstarter is for. Is like, I have an idea for a board game, but we need capital to make the physical thing so I can sell it to you. That works. Like. A game is different. It's like, we have like a demo of the first 5 minutes of gameplay, and we want your money so we can finish making the thing we're going to sell to you. That's, I don't know.
Yeah. That guy as well said, I told Billy Bob that he's crazy, which is nice.
Well, be nice. Be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Well, it's just, I don't know. But when the initial comment is like, it's not somebody out there trying to be nice and being like, I disagree with you for this reason, this reason, this reason. These guys are getting paid to do. No. I'm sorry. At that point, respect goes out the window when you lose respect for us.
See, what I would just like to see is like all the comments being, no, Sony doesn't pay them. I do. Like from all the Patreon supporters. Just say, Sony doesn't pay them. I do. And then like a link to the Patreon or something.
Ultimate Pro Gamer.
Yes.
He writes, I got one more question. Sorry, if the PS5 comes out, will there be new PlayStation VR headset and the old one will no longer be necessary?
Are you a time traveler?
Right. This is something we actually talk about tomorrow on Viewer Takeover. Mm-hmm. But specifically, the rumors are that Sony's trying to make PS5 backwards compatible with PS4. And I really hope that means hardware as well. Because when you got all these people, roughly 4 million PSVR users right now, you don't want to say, okay, here's PS5, and now you have to buy a new headset.
Yeah.
Right? You've got all these people that are on board with VR. I'm hoping that when they say, here's your PSVR 2,
Right.
4K screens and this and that, whatever, for $500.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Your old PSVR headset will still work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they come up with a system where like the PS5 hardware is somehow doing the heavy lifting of the processing, and then basically the headset just becomes a dumb monitor,
right?
Which it isn't quite right now. There's actually quite a lot of processing, especially on the little breakout
But you
box.
can use your PSVR headset on a PC with Trinius. So there is like this ability to like,
right. Well, that's where it's just treating it as a dumb monitor,
right?
So
hopefully they find a way to make all that happen, just like Trinius does.
More speculation questions. So
yeah.
Greetings from Germany from Jens Stark. Love you guys. Thank you. And
thank you for reading the name appropriately. I would have screwed that up. I say, yeah. Where's
I think it would be Jens.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We have Jens Wisbaka as well,
right?
Who I always called him Jens because I'm a moron.
No, because you're American.
I don't see.
Already saving money for PSVR 2 and PS5, hoping it will come out this year. Keep hoping.
Yeah, I want to say that I think we're at least. I think a year out is. How many pens do I have on me at all times?
I don't know, but this is exciting to watch.
Yeah, I'm. What is it? We're in 2019 now.
That's what I've been told.
I'm gonna say holiday 2020. I would put my money on holiday 2020
for an announcement.
No, I would say next year at this time.
Okay.
The beginning of 2020, we'll probably hear a PS5 announcement, and then the end of 2020,
all right,
we'll get a PS5.
When will we hear a Sony Experience announcement?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I really hope they bring the PlayStation Experience back this year.
PlayStation Experience, right? Sony Experience.
Because I want to go, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can, or I can send you. I can send you to cover it from the ground floor.
Doing all the interviews with a selfie. Yay. Very professional.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. All right. So I don't know what else we got to cover here. Is there anything else to cover?
We usually talk about what's coming out and what came out, and we're going to skip that today because reasons.
Yeah, because
came out.
Because we'll just be repeating ourselves next week.
Yeah.
Oh, Drizzle sent the Beat Saber code.
All right. So how do we want to do that?
He writes, Beat Saber code should be in your email inbox for the giveaway. I got my wife to send it over to me while I'm at work.
Wow.
We got everyone working for us.
Yay.
Right? We got Drizzle and Drizzle's wife, Mrs. Drizzle.
Yep. And Drizzle's corporate network.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
You know what I gotta say? For something we didn't tackle on tomorrow's viewer takeover. Because somebody was asking about this, about diving into a PSVR headset now, and or should I wait to PSVR 2? And there's something I got to say about that.
Sure.
If you're watching this and you haven't gotten a PlayStation VR headset yet because you're concerned that something new is going to come out, I got to say that as far back as I can remember, the best video games that came out for any console always came out in that console's twilight years.
Oh, absolutely.
Just last generation, we got The Last of Us, I think, right around the same time PS4 launched. I remember when God of War 2 came out, I think the PS3 had already come out, and that was like a PS2 game. And just all of these different games, it's always after the new generation of hardware has come out that you get the best games for the previous generation. So even if, say worst case scenario for new owners that PSVR 2 and PS5 come out this year.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario. I think we still have a couple years of amazing games ahead of us, and with any luck, backwards compatible. Yeah,
and I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. They've had, so there's the 18 months, 2 years before the console is announced that the high-end devs get, dev kits and whatnot. So by the time you're hitting that twilight, they've had 5 to 6 years of development experience in that environment. They know how to squeeze every last bit of performance out of the hardware that's there. And so, yeah, absolutely. Like I've said too many times, before PSVR came out, I was the generation behind gamer for exactly that reason. I could get awesome games super cheap, and I didn't do online gaming, so I didn't really care about all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just pick it up. If you got the means and you don't have one right now and you're watching this show, just they're stupid cheap, and you've still got easily 18 months, 2 years of awesome games coming.
Absolutely, and the last 2 years of games have been amazing.
Yeah,
and now you're not starved for new games, right? You can only play the best of the best if you want to, and for super cheap. When we first got this thing, 2 years ago, October 2016,
Yeah.
we were like, man, I'll play anything that comes out, you know. And like I said multiple times that I definitely overrated like games like Pixel Gear, Dext.
Yep.
How we soar. These are 3 games that I was just like desperate for new games and so excited when I got a review key that I was like, you know, I probably overrated them like big time. But since then, you know, we've gotten plenty of games. These aren't games you need to play anymore. So you can skip right over those as a new PSVR owner.
So we've got I've got like 15 minutes left. Do we want to give that away here live, figure out some way, or do you want to do it on Twitter later?
That's a good question. Let's give it away later on.
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 50 million.
How many people are watching this?
That is information that I do not have.
Yeah, I have it right here. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second and bring up the actual channel so I can see. There's 157 people watching, which Jesus, that's a number.
The guy on the right, what drink are you drinking? Sorry, I forgot your name. So from your perspective, you are on the right.
I'm on the right?
Yeah,
I
sure?
think so. I don't think so.
Right.
My left, your right. Oh, I am on the right.
Yeah.
Whoa. This doesn't seem right at all. I'm coffee.
Also, his name's Brian.
Brian.
And if it's me, it's also coffee.
So for anyone who doesn't know, I drink more coffee on a daily basis than anyone I know. I probably drink like 2 pots of coffee a day.
They're guessing the numbers.
What's that?
They're guessing the numbers.
Oh, no. Did you pick a number?
I didn't actually, but...
Okay, pick a number.
Pick
a number.
Okay.
Between 1 and 1,000.
1 and 1,000.
Pick a number between 1 and 1,000. Everyone, stop submitting numbers because in a second, we're going to launch this.
I'm actually...
You're going to number generator here?
I'm going to do random.org.
Okay. Between 1 and 1,000, and with your guess, put down your email address.
Okay.
Okay?
Just hit it.
So you had a number.
Right, I have a number.
Hide it from the screen. Everybody send in your guesses. You can only guess once. And then put in your email address along with your one guess in the comment. And then we will email the winner.
What?
I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not.
No, I don't think that out of 1,000 that would be...
Hey, who knows, man?
Can
I see the number? Okay. We're just going to sit here till someone hits it.
No, that's terrible.
If no one hits it by the end of the stream, we'll give it away on Twitter. How about that?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Oh god! So we've just, you know what we've done? We just completely killed the content of the show because now no one's going to comment. They're only going to put numbers in.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice doctor. So Sci-Fi Game Cat Henry, unfortunately, this was a great mug. It stopped the color changing. I did all the things it told me to. I washed it in lukewarm water. I never put it in the dishwasher, and it stopped doing the cool color changing. So the TARDIS would disappear on this side and appear on that side.
That's pretty cool.
It was very cool,
yeah.
But it stopped.
So it just stays on one side? Does it disappear?
It just kind of...
on the other one?
It's sort of kind of ghosts here. It's not really as strong, and it just kind of fades a little bit here. You can still very clearly see. Mako XL 666. That would... Now, if I was personally choosing it, that's probably what it would have been, but I didn't do that. I did random. And Hypnotoad kind of missed the memo. It's between 1 and 1,000, so we'll give Hypnotoad another chance.
Wait, what do you put?
12,566.
You know, so when I was a kid, my brother's favorite number.
Yeah.
Because, when you were a kid, like you had to have a favorite number and a favorite color, right? And so my brother's favorite color was blue.
Yeah.
And so by default, I was like, well, I like blue, but then I picked green.
Sure.
And now I hate green.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of green. But his favorite number was 6. And I really liked 6.
Yeah.
But I couldn't have 6. So his was 4. So I picked 6.
Okay.
But then I was like, that's too similar. And so I kid you not, from the time I was 4 until about 2 years ago, my favorite number, 99,201.
Okay.
I don't know why. That was the thing.
So no one's gotten it yet. -7. Okay, Hypnotoad is trolling us now.
Even better.
Although I kind of want to give it to him just because of that.
Yeah.
268, 475. Who needs Beat Sabers twice? Well, maybe you have a friend who hasn't played it yet. There was someone who commented, I missed it with all this barrage of numbers, who said their wife had 0 interest in VR, and now he can't get her to stop playing Beat Saber.
It's something we've been hearing pretty much nonstop.
I don't want to say, but man.
What?
Never mind. Because if I say,
you try and say somebody got close.
I was trying not to say that. I realized once I said that, because now everyone's going to be looking like, oh wait.
Why did Schemos KOS write 72 Brian 72 and spell? That's If he's talking to me, he spelled my name wrong.
Yeah, that's okay. The letter G. What's the ASCII for letter G? You might be right. I don't want Beat Saber. I suck at coordination.
7 of 9 says Sci-Fi Game Cat Henry, which, I mean, I really want to give it to him just for that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
this is not going to work.
So here's the thing. This has been an awesome, for me, just to be able to hang out and kind of have like one-on-one with all these guys.
Yeah. If you're a first-time viewer, this is a little atypical.
Yeah, we always these are conversational podcasts. We do talk about like personal stuff, and we do like just kind of shoot the shit because it's our time to hang out. Mm-hmm. Our time down here. That's for Jeremy King, who didn't have a chance to derail the conversation with 80s movies references.
Yeah, instead we referenced Commodore 64. So
yeah, Commodore 64 for sure.
Lonesome the Game Cat 199, 162 watching, only 53 likes.
That's all right. I understand it.
Hey, it was Major Crime. Yeah, my wife holds all the Beat Saber high scores.
Nice.
I'm trying to get Mrs. Des to try Beat Saber, but
is the only thing she's done Richie's playing experience?
She did. I made an error and had her try. There were a bunch of like Disney like 360 videos on YouTube. I had her do one of those, and she was immediately like, "Oh, this is awful," because they're awful.
They're awful. The resolution's crap.
Well, it's not only that, they're holding it in their hands, so it's not steady. So not only is it the normal VR dizziness, the camera itself is bobbing up and down.
I don't get motion sick, but those things are not fun to watch. Yeah.
So still nobody yet.
David Brad, the answer to everything is 42. Answer to everything, life itself.
That would be another one.
I like that quite a bit. But not the answer.
But we went through random.org, so there's no personality or fun behind this number.
Hypnotoad, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Yep. Good guesses, by the way, Hypnotoad. I like.
Everybody had good guesses. Thank you so much. And we'll get back on track. Hopefully next week there'll be some more game announcements. There'll be more things to talk about. This was just us saying, what we're back from the holidays, and we want to just kind of like spend some time with you guys. Mm-hmm. We didn't want to go another week without a show. And also, my internet has been garbage for the last week. Yeah. So even if we were able to do a show last week, despite Christmas, we wouldn't be able to do a show because my upload speeds have been awful. This is actually our first test.
Yeah, secrets of
everything in between. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
I'm waiting for someone to put something in set notation, but I'm not seeing it. So
Mako with his
holy crap, dude.
Jesus. I was gonna say Mako with his final donation, but Jesus, dude, thank you so much.
Wow, seriously, this is incredibly generous of you, and I'm having a hard time accepting it, honestly.
Yeah, maybe he sold the house. Yeah, maybe living in a tent.
So when we do the meetup, we're gonna have like a Mako lounge, like just a
Mako lounge.
Mako lounge.
I love the sound of it. Also, lots and lots of pizza.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at this rate,
mm-hmm.
so there's no way that this trend of like ridiculous subscribers coming to the door every day is going to continue.
Right.
I think it was a Christmas thing. I think it was like everyone getting this thing for Christmas, and now people with a few days off are like spending some time with it, looking for information online. But
it's 675-309.
Nice.
Thank you, Brad man.
So a long time ago, I lived somewhere where the area code was 867.
Oh, nice.
875-309 is not a number because. Guess how many people probably called them on a daily
everyone
basis.
all the time.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm curious to know how quickly we're going to hit 50,000 subscribers because that's sort of around that time is when we want to do the Game Cat meetup.
Yeah.
Somewhere close to Worcester, Massachusetts. But we will definitely let you guys know.
What about spring break?
When is spring break?
I don't know. April.
So wait, with all these people giving numbers in the chat, are you saying that all of these people don't have Beat Saber yet?
Everybody wants free stuff.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Heck, I want it. It's just so I can give it away again. So.
Okay, sure. All right, guys. So this is going to do it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Obviously,
So I'm officially going to call the contest now because we have to end.
We do have to end.
And if someone puts in it after the show's over.
I don't know, the chat will end eventually. If someone happens to get it last second, we'll see what happens.
Well, they won't let us know.
See, so look, at least Trump plays PSVR. Actually put in his email address. Unlike the rest of these people. All right, you guys. Thank you again for hanging out with us. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everyone's enjoying the new PlayStation VR headset. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and thank you, Jesus, so much.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. No, for real. I want to say thank you for all the generous donations today. Thank you for everyone who supports us on Patreon, and thank you for anyone who doesn't skip an advertisement so that we can get 2 cents per.
That's actually kind of.
It's not even 2 cents.
Yeah,
it's like a half cent.
not for every video, but if you are watching something on YouTube and you support the people, watch the whole ad, because I only learned this because Brian told me. Like, the YouTubers don't get anything from that unless you watch.
I'm trying to make it easy on everyone and
Yeah.
only put the 6-second ads
Right.
that you can't skip. Be like, just get it over and done with. Done.
Another $1.99 from Lonesome the Game Cat.
We're gonna end the stream before people keep giving us money.
Happy New. Hope it's a great one for you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys, we love you all. Thank you very much. This is 2019. It's going to be an awesome year. We have tons of announcements. The catnip games. We're going to be doing some developer interviews. There's all sorts of things we're going to announce. So stick with us.
Yeah.
Not every day is going to be like today.
Only the good ones.
Thankfully.
All right.
And of course, come back tomorrow for viewer takeover.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, that sounds good. So yeah, you can stop guessing, guys. The contest is over, but we'll do something cool on Twitter. All right.
That was it.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, everybody. We love you all.